Welcome, everyone, to AT&T Stadium, home of the Cowboys here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the... Five-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Going to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Finds his man. It's Tate. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
This offense has it with really good field position. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's ball. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to the running game. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
Oklahoma, 0.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Oh, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab, it's Wheeler.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Complete on third down. It's a running room. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Another incompletion on third down. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for it all. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sooners!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Leaves it with the running back. Looking for room at the 40. Turns it on down the left side. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense.
gain some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He might want another play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Burks. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sends it back in motion. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Extending the play. He's going to take off. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Absolute shank. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. Caught over the middle, it's up. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Gibson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Quick completion on the out.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Finds his man. It's up. The ball squirts free. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's up. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Quarterback making checks. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the returner will be dragged down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Tate. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Tate. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. They're testing the right side here. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Running behind that left side. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On the run, it's Ball. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
To the air, it's Sayin. Quick completion on the out route. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And that's a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs and just make that clock run.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they move out front here on the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Burks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end could be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
To the air, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Wants to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this defense has played good all night long, man. They've been all over the field making plays, and I love right here, man, not getting to the quarterback. You know you're not going to get there. What's the next best thing to do? Get your hands in the air, try to back the football. They do, and they continue a great performance.
Hit as he throws. Got his man. And a nice grab with the defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and that hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
It's caught downfield. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. He's looking to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown Sooners! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
To the right, complete. He is in there. The two-point conversion gives them the lead. And what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Get to him, had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.